Hello everyone and welcome to Telione Season 2, Episode 60. We are old now. In the last episode, we started in a very strange situation where the boat was getting rocked back and forth from some creatures on the outside of the ship. And as our crew started heading up to the top floor, Elanora was the last one out. Last thing that she heard was goodbye, Angel, and wasn't seen again for the rest of the day, it seems. The rest of the crew, mainly our 3 remaining people that were still on the boat, handled the 4 water weirds, Val or Enos getting all 4 kills, because barbarians are strong. After a very grueling combat where I almost drowned like 4 people, it was great times. The investigation to try and find where Elanora had disappeared to came to no avail. Nowhere to be found, lost somewhere. The next day begins with conversations amongst the party. Very deep conversations, if I can recall. And Weikia knocks on the door asking for permission about some castaways that she had seen off the side of the ship. Taking a closer look, you saw a green woman with an orange baby. That's a weird sentence that I'll never have to say again. And you guys retrieved this person, who we then learned to be Wyllow. Wyllow, Giltesh, and Aubrey Masterflower had gone down to the kitchen to get some food because Wyllow had been out in the ocean for a couple days. Why? I'm talking fast because the music is really intense. That's what's happening. While Enos and Kai flew back out over the water to retrieve the raft that Wyllow had been on. So where we begin is Fireboy and Muscle Boy looking at the raft. Wyllow, Catherine, do they see anything on the raft?
Probably not. I probably would have had all my belongings just on myself, and probably whatever little makeshift bag I had. There may have been like little pieces of fish leftovers.
Perfect. It was a piece of wood.
Cool. That's not what I was interested in anyway. I just want to see if does this wood look like it's from this plane or is it from
That's what I
another
was
plane?
gonna say too.
Okay. You can either give me intelligence or history, I guess.
Both
Damn.
of us are just
I really thought it was gonna be a nature check.
both of us are just him.
I guess nature or history would work. Both of you.
I have a -1 in anyway. Why did I fight for that?
Yeah, I was like,
It's a -1 anyway.
you
I
sure
want
you
to
don't
fight
wanna
for a
make
thing
it-
that I'm also bad at.
Yeah, sure you don't make it nature.
I rolled a
rather than
19 though,
3.
so 18 total.
So I rolled a 19.
Yeah. It just looks like a piece of scrap wood that would have come off of any ship. Doesn't look foreign by any means. The main thing that looks foreign was the person on top of it who had flowers that aren't from this plane in her hair.
I'm gonna, because I'm assuming both Kai and I are inspecting the raft.
We're just sitting there, just
Kind of staring at it. I'm just gonna lean over and like, what do you think of our little stowaway, I guess? Or
they
recovered?
seem nice. I mean, they seem nice. Am I skeptical? Yes, of course, obviously. But she hasn't shown that she's a threat, so let's keep it that way. And worst case scenario, I'll probe him rain.
Okay.
But hopefully it doesn't lead to that.
Do you know if they should we ask them about you know who? Considering they're also from the same.
Hopefully they know things about it. It would be very beneficial if she does, but she could just be any regular person from the Feywild. I don't know. We read about they're being courts and that, and maybe she just is someone in a part of the civilization, not a higher up. I don't know. I mean, we can try and see what we get, but I'm not expecting much, honestly. But anything helps.
Giltouch still has that book, correct? Do you remember what? Does anyone remember? For everyone, did we learn what court the mother is from, or the god?
Varanestra
Sealy.
would have been the upper Sealy court.
Upper
Or
Sealy?
inner
Okay.
inner Sealy, my bad.
So we could assume that the daughter or the mother is on the same court. I don't know. I don't want to say
Potentially.
their names.
We don't know.
Helena.
I like that Val doesn't want to say their names.
I don't want to say it, even out of character.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I do the same.
I love how paranoid you guys are.
Very paranoid. I'm gonna. I have an idea, but
Is Enos gonna commit war crimes?
yes.
I feel like you guys are
Always.
like 2 steps away from looking in a mirror and going Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Like,
I have an idea. See if we can figure out how much she knows. But
threaten her.
I need you to get her alone. Right now, I think Wiki is down there with her, right?
Aubrey Masterflower
And-
is Wakey
and
is driving the
Aubrey.
boat.
All right, Aubrey. So just Aubrey.
right there.
Okay. Do you think you can get Aubrey up here?
I can try. I mean, I was practicing using a spear, and she was very eager to help me out. So I'll try my best.
Okay. So let's all go. I'm assuming the kitchen has like they have. Excuse me, something stuck in my throat. They have doors and everything, right?
Yeah, there are doors that go into the kitchen area, but there's also a dining hall right next to the kitchen.
And does that have a door?
Yeah, all the rooms have
Okay,
doors.
So I want to walk down. If Kai doesn't want to do anything else, when I walk down, I'm gonna wait outside of the door where they're at, where they can't see me.
Okay.
I'm going to just search for Aubrey, honestly.
You know that Wyllow, Giltesh, and Aubrey went into the dining hall area.
I'm gonna walk down there. Is the door? I guess they're in a. Are they still like in a closed? Are they in
It's
a
a
room,
closed
or
room,
am I?
yeah. It's so, like the
Okay.
room is about twice the size of like the bedrooms. So there's several tables in here that are pretty tightly like fit for a crew of this size.
I'll just knock on the door and. Hey, General Masterflower, I have a couple questions and about some of the spear formations. You said it's kind of like fencing, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. And I'm more of a physical learner.
Yeah, we can spar for a little bit if that's what you want to do for the rest of the day. I don't
Whatever
know how many
helps
other
me-
events we have.
Yeah, whatever helped me get better. I'm trying to figure out what works for me, and I'm still toying with some things. So I would love the help.
Okay, we can work on strength training instead of dexterity this time if you'd want.
Perfect. I love that a lot, actually.
She just takes you up back to the top floor of the ship. You go towards the front, and is teaching more of like the heavier foot styling, almost similar to what Alistair had been
Grimgar?
teaching,
Oh,
but it's still very dexterous in its ways. It's less about balance and more about actually getting the right momentum with a spear.
mhm.
Before he would have gone up, I kind of like just wanted to stop him and be like, "Is anyone else in the room with her?"
There's like an opening in the wall where like from the kitchen to the dining hall, and you saw Rija and George in there.
Giltesh.
Yeah,
And
I'm in there
Giltesh.
too.
Yeah.
Good old Giltesh.
So if Wyllow and Giltesh wanted to have done anything in the time that they were looking at a piece of wood.
I probably would have just started curiously picking at the food. Because I'm assuming we have similar dishes, but I'm guessing a lot of what I have in the Feywild is much more colorful and flavorful. In this, I'm kind of just like, this is very bland.
Give me an Arcana check.
We have a barrel of salt.
Well,
if you
this
prefer.
dice needs to be retired. You said an Arcana.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
It isn't just bland. It just feels like it was created out of nothing, so it's even worse than bland. Like, you'd rather eat the table you're sitting at than the food that you were just served. The spices are all wrong. You're not used to the way anything is seasoned or anything like that.
And Mikhail definitely has a look of dissatisfaction on his face. And he's like wanting to spit it out.
Blah.
And the only reason he's probably eating is because he's so hungry at this point.
Given that we just kind of got Wyllow on the ship and everything, I'm not going to be asking any questions because I distinctly remembered being like, hey, let's not question them right now. So I'm just going to kind of let them enjoy their food, but be like in their room. I'll probably eat a little something too off to the side. I'm not going to interrogate her.
Did everyone introduce themselves to me?
Yes, they
Okay.
did.
Is Giltesh, is food on this plane normally this gut-wrenching? This is quite horrible. I'm grateful for it, nonetheless, but it's unlike anything I've ever had.
You're currently on the ship with limited supplies because we didn't get any before we left. That was kind of our mistake. We just kind of had what was on the ship. But I've had some very good and decent dishes in my lifetime that I can remember of at the moment. What's wrong about the dish that you're having? How's it different?
It tastes
I have like a notebook out, like
it tastes like nothing, but almost worse than nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, that kind of
It's-
hurts. From George from the kitchen.
it's okay,
keeping
George.
us alive. It's what we need, but it's just it lacks spirit.
Do you know how to put spirit into food?
Eat it fresh from the trees.
We have a oh god. Hi, it's me, Giltesh. I think we have a barrel of fruit that might still be good.
Yeah, they're all right.
Okay, if you'd rather peek through that real quick to see if there's anything better that you like.
I doubt I will know many of the fruits that you carry on this plane, but I'm willing to try them.
Excellent. Then I kind of get up, look really quickly, and like kind of walk over and grab a couple of different. Is it normal fruits that we have in real life? Or
Yeah,
is
like
this,
apples,
D&D fruit?
pears.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if it was like, oh, there's actually a Glimglom in here. So I'm gonna go and grab like, I'll grab an apple, pear, a mango, and a banana.
Do I
I'll take
recognize any of these?
They look similar. They're a lot smaller than the fruits you're typically used to.
that. Oh.
I'm guessing a lot less vibrant as
Yeah.
well.
They're much duller, smaller.
I guess I'll try the mango first. How does it taste?
Never had a mango in my life. I have no idea.
Brian.
Mangoes are so good. I love
I'm
mangoes.
saying, like, compared to the fruits I would have been used to, how's it in comparison?
Oh.
It has a lot of juice in it, a lot of fiber. I've never eaten a mango. I don't know anything about mangoes.
Fine, I'll do a banana. That's
I hate bananas.
Never even a
I
banana.
fucking hate bananas.
All I eat is pineapple
Banana
and
killed my
apples.
father.
Hey, yo, Monty, lay off the pineapple.
Nah, shit's
Apples
good.
and bananas.
I have an
Not
entire
pineapple
container
button.
downstairs. I'm about to knock that out after this. It tastes all right. They're a little bit past like the prime time to be eating them, but Otherwise, they are edible. Far more edible than the fish food that you've been eating.
After tasting this, I'll give some to Mikio, because I think he'll probably like that a lot better than what he was trying to eat before.
I also feel like being from the Feywild, you'd probably be more of a vegetarian than an omnivore. It's the wrong terminology. But I just feel like they're very into nature stuff, so why would they eat things of nature? But I don't know. It's your choice. Just a thought. You two give me perception checks, Wyllow and Giltish.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. It's not as bad as I thought it was. 11.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 22.
Ah, damn.
Wyllow, you definitely notice that the lady that's walking around the kitchen keeps looking over at you and your child, confused, and then just continues to go back to what she's doing, and then looks again. She keeps doing this multiple times.
I'll lean over to Giltesh. You guys don't get many people of my kind, do you?
No, actually, you're the first person I've met that is of your race. So I can't say for the others because I don't know. I haven't known them that long either. But besides me, you, and Kai, we're kind of the three different ones. Who was the one walking around? Who was the woman? Do I know?
Rija.
Rija?
Mm-hmm. The nerdier, not actually a storm
okay.
name.
Okay, all right.
The one that was very inquisitive about the Storm Main and their history.
Okay. That's what I thought. I will say, however, her in particular, when we met her, she was taking notes on the Stormain family, and it might not be a rude stare, but more of a curious, but in a good way. But it's still annoying.
I mean, it doesn't faze me. I just wanted to make sure she didn't think of me as a threat.
I would assume not. If not,
so far she hasn't really done any threatening things, as Aubrey is still technically there.
Oh, okay.
Before the other group has come in to take her out, to then stop Kai, to then go back in or something, or however that storyline was supposed to be going. She's just been working hard with George, making sure the food is somewhat edible. I'm sorry to hear that yours wasn't as exciting as you'd want it to be.
No, it's fine. I'm grateful for you guys letting us join you. I don't know how much longer we would have survived out there.
Yes, I can't even imagine being out on the ocean with random weather is what it feels like. It's about this time that Kai knocks on the door. Yes, I'll teach you strength training, yada yada. Walk out the door. What is happening now?
Very awkward conversation.
Would I know?
It's your turn,
Would I know if someone sees just a visage of Helena, would that curse them as well, or?
What a fascinating thing to ask me. Make an Arcana check, Enos.
What are you planning?
Wyllow has to have the same number of curses as
Elanora. 2 minus 1.
Okay.
So it's not a natural 1, but it's a 1.
It seems like every time you've seen this Helena figure, things have gone poorly.
Mm.
What could possibly go wrong showing this to someone else? If it's an illusion, it couldn't be real, right? I triple backtracked. Do with what you will.
Okay. But I did want her to be alone, so I know that's people in there, so I'm just gonna take my hat in disguise, put it away, and walk inside.
Okay.
And just say hi.
Do you stop Kai or does Kai go?
No, Kai can go. Because
going.
Giltish also did say not to question her earlier. So I will not do that today.
Slam sword on table. What do you know?
Yeah.
I'll just walk inside, grab something to eat, and sit next to Giltish probably, but don't say anything.
Eloiras. Okay.
Kai, give me a
what was that?
perception
Did you
check.
say something? I'm sorry, did you say? I didn't hear what you said. If you
I said
something-
hi, Enon.
Oh,
He just said
I
nothing.
zoned out so bad. I'm sorry. I'm like,
Or
I sit down,
perception.
and I went into the roll. Sorry.
1,000-yard stare.
That is
Yeah, for real.
24.
As you're doing the training with Aubrey, she thrusts and it goes right past your face, and then you get blinded by something that just like reflected off the water not too far away from the boat.
It's like, time out. Did you see that?
See
Aubrey?
what? Ah, jeez, that was... Ow.
That.
Huh. I didn't think this was a real thing. Seeing a... Is that a message in a bottle? I hate the ocean.
I go over to the side of the boat and I don't want to do this. I don't want to. If I thorn whip it, will it break?
Absolutely. Absolutely,
Okay.
it would break.
Never mind. Then instead, I will. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Do we got a net? We have a net.
Yeah, there are nets.
Okay. Cool. I'll throw a net and to get the bottle and pull it up.
You see that there's a really tightly wound piece of paper inside of this beautiful old wine bottle. Has a
I'd
cork
walk
and
over-
everything.
I walk over and bring it to Aubrey. I want to. Can I? Can I check if it's strapped?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Cool. Because trust issues are still real, even though we just got back. Okay. That is a 17.
You are holding a message in a bottle.
Okay. Cool.
Paranoia
Alright.
is real.
Aubrey, I don't think it's trapped or anything. It's just a message in a bottle, but I wonder what it is. And I close my eyes and
Thump. You get the piece of paper out, you unroll it, and you are immediately disappointed by what you see.
what does
You
it say?
see a very crude image.
Mm.
It says, "Have you seen this man?" And it's just a pair of butt cheeks that has a smiley face on it.
Mischief.
I just look at it. Aubrey, this is stupid, but do you know this man? And I show
They
him
gotta.
the-
How did this get out here as well? I've taken most of these down anytime I see them. Oh God.
What is it?
For a while there was this little like street rat or something. I couldn't tell what her deal was. Her name was Vienna, and all she would do is put these stupid signs all over the place.
Is she a pirate, per se?
No, apparently she's just a litterer at this point.
Okay. Never mind.
She would put them in every city she visited. She's a part of a trading company, so she goes all over the place.
So, would that mean we're close to a city then? Potentially.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think we are. I think she just thought it would be funny. I think
Okay.
Olivia thought it would be funny. And that's how we got here.
Well,
Oh. Alright,
yeah,
I
I
got it.
just
I
yeah.
A little bit of above board stuff. Olivia put that one on my list. Because it is very canon to Telione Season 1. But yes, I sadly have seen these posters before. They're about as useful as firewood.
All right. I look at it, and if if for firewood, then we'll keep it. I don't know. I was gonna burn it up immediately, but
Amazing.
yeah.
I should have arrested her when I had the chance. I wasn't in charge then. I have more power, and just like she just goes into like that deep set of I could have done something, but I never did. So that was what we rolled for the day. What else you guys want to do today?
Oh my god.
That one's for you, Olivia.
I don't think I have enough money. I've been spending it left and right.
It's true.
Copy these spells. Let's see.
While Bill Tush is figuring out something, how big is Grimjar?
I believe we were saying he was in the range of like 16 to 18 feet tall.
Okay. And would he let me practice a spell on him? Potentially.
Yes.
Okay. Whatever you're about to do, Ian, I know what I'm doing after. So what are you doing?
You know, you're good. I was just gonna copy a spell into my spell book. And it changed what I was going to do because I already have it. But I'm gonna spend, I believe it's an hour to copy floating disc into my spell book.
Perfect. It's a very good spell. I've used it a lot before.
Because I already have Raven Feeblement. That was what it was gonna be, but I already did that one.
This is a question for Giltash. Where are all the navigation notes? Do you have them in your room?
The navigation notes?
Yeah, like the maps of the sea you're on right now.
I mean, I would have assumed that would have been like with like the captain's quarters and things like that.
That's where you got them from, because that's where the king and queen are.
Oh. Then do we not have like a storage room? Because I would not have them in my room.
Okay, you could have had them on the storage bottom floor.
Yeah, I would have kept it with everything else.
Okay. A mental note for me.
Oh boy.
Because we haven't talked about looking at those for a while.
Sus.
Yeah.
Kai, Enos, Wyllow. Rest of the day ahead of you.
I changed my mind because I realized the spell I was going to do was probably going to hurt him a lot. So I was like, never mind.
I am big boy.
It was going to be Contagion, and I was going to see how, I wanted to see how that looked. But instead, I'll do something else with my time. I want to do the scrying spell again.
Okay.
And I want to see what how the broken anvil is doing, and see how my family's doing.
You have to choose
My
a specific
found family.
person.
Okay. I want to choose.
You reopen.
Oh
Scrying.
God, backstory things.
No, don't worry, I have your backstory open.
Cool. I want to see, because it probably would be still on his mind knowing that we're in that direction. Kai wants to check on Mildred.
Okay. I'm just reading through a lot of stuff here. Oh, you can choose a location. Mildred. Which one is Mildred? Let's find out. Perfect. Wisdom saving throw. Hiya. That's a low number. So, where are you doing this? Where are you doing the scry spell?
So I'll probably go to the same spot that I did before in front of Bivrel and the king and queen. In that, at the very front of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nighttime, so it's less vibrant, but still, I just have one lightning bug in my hand and just let go, and it blossoms into a bunch of other lightning bugs to create a mirror to look through.
You look through the mirror, you can see it traveling through the sky, through the air. The clouds you start to form, they leave for a minute, form again, they start turning a dark, ashy color as it zooms in to Terragorn still. And the vision you see the lovely dwarf lady, Mildred, a little bit distressed. She's not at the broken anvil when this is like prime working hours.
Mm.
It resembles what her house looks like. Give me a perception check.
Nat 20. If only it was for fighting something. But so that makes it like a 28. I think.
It has a lot of elements of her house, but there's very minute things that look off. A lot of the more expensive items that would have been in her house aren't there. The windows are boarded. It just seems to be a very big area of distress. She starts moving around. She's going through the kitchen. She's like tapping her hands together, just constantly looking around. Hears something. Lets out a sigh. And goes into one of the cupboards. And as you follow through, it actually goes into a very deep basement. Because I think Scry lasts for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I see her face? And for this detail, can I pull you into the or into this chat thing, or like the?
We can't really move to whispers because then the entire overlay goes away. You can just tell people to take their headphones off.
Okay, can you guys take your headphones off? Okay. Does she still have that burn mark on the side of her face?
It's healed up a lot more from what it was, but it is still there.
As she's going through, I definitely when Kai sees her face for the first time, it's a moment of, I'm glad she's okay, and then realizing how he left things. And it's kind of like recoiling a bit. And to anyone who is outside and they would visibly see this reaction of like relax to like deep tension again.
Mm-hmm.
As he continues watching. You guys can put your headphones back on. That was the only thing I wanted you to not hear.
So she goes into the cupboard and kind of, it's almost like there's a tunnel system that you didn't know about before.
Mm-hmm.
And she's crawling through it. She's a lot smaller, so it doesn't seem to make that much sound. She just continues going down. And it opens up into a much larger room that has almost all the people that worked at the Broken Anvil. And they all seem to be in a very similar state of distress.
Okay. No one missing, everyone accounted for.
Everyone is accounted for at the moment. No, there's no Lilith out of all the people that you know, but all the broken places are good. Broken Anvil. And you just watch for the next 10 minutes as they're just like kind of conversing very quietly there. Every so often you see bits of dust fall down, but nothing extreme.
Ian, you're good, by the way.
I'm undeafened.
Okay.
I know.
But yeah. So I kind of am just going to sit there and just reminisce. And there's still that bit of tension every time, like, he looks at her. But it's overshadowed by the relief that's still present for seeing that all his friends are still alive.
Amazing. Enos, Wyllow. Anything for the rest of the day? We move into the next one.
I don't think I really got much as Enos, to be honest. Yeah, I can't really think of anything
Guess.
to do. It's just probably just hang out, make sure everyone's, doing good. If shit, what's the same? It's been 2 weeks. It's been a month. If Targrim thinks I still need more training, I'll probably hang out with him for a bit. Work on forge stuff so he can teach me more.
Okay. He obviously thinks that you need more training.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's happy to teach it in his weird ass backwards type of way that he does. Very slow and deliberate with everything he does as well. And then we have to figure out where Wyllow is going to be sleeping, because Elanora had a room. Wyllow doesn't.
Is there any free rooms?
Eleanor's.
Yeah, there's plenty
I'm
of
gonna
free
just
rooms.
say Eleanor.
I also forgot other ones. Monty, I sent you a text. If you
I'm looking at it. I'm replying.
Okay.
Port room 6 is open. Port room 4 is open.
Oh shit! Yeah, I need the boat information.
And starboard room 1 is open. And starboard room 2 was where Elanora was, so if she wants to stay there. There's a lot of rooms.
Yeah, there is a lot of room. This is meant to hold 40 to 50 soldiers.
Would you guys... I guess I'm assuming either Aubrey or... Audrey, Monster Flower.
Aubrey.
Or someone
It is
else.
a B.
Aubrey. Okay, that's what I thought. I always get confused. Would anyone have mentioned the name Elanora or Elanora's room around me?
Depends on how long you would have stayed in the dining hall. Aubrey would have eventually come back down to check in on you, but she wouldn't have mentioned anything about Elanora.
Okay. I don't mind. I can just sleep in any room as long as there's enough space for me and Mikiel.
Well, most rooms do have 2 cots, so they are very accountable for 2 people. Several of the family types of the Stormmain tribe have fit 3 to a room rather uncomfortably, but they are able to do it. And she points you to one of the rooms, because I don't have it immediately in front of me.
I don't either, so I'll just...
Yeah, there's quite a few.
You guys can just put me on one randomly.
You do the one next to Aubrey Masterflower. Near the
works.
front of the ship.
Oops.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
There you go.
We don't need to have 5 people working on how to write one name.
Well, we will.
Wyllow.
The rest of the day is very uneventful. The sun finally goes down. The potential sunburn you would have gotten being on the main deck starts to diminish as the night comes along. What is this spelling?
I didn't know.
I think that's right. We'll find out eventually.
I thought there was a Y in Mickey L.
Not in this one.
Fuck.
So anyone want
Michael
to
with
take
a B,
watch,
goddamn it.
or are we just going to roll right into the next day?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Give me a perception check, my friend.
Yeah. What's my perception? +4. 14.
Where are you taking watch? Top deck, middle deck, storage?
Staring at a wall. Yeah, no, I'll probably just stay in the middle deck. Just kind of look around.
Okay.
As I'm walking around, like for the first night, it starts to get dark. I kind of just roll the ring on my finger around a bit. It's kind of like starting to become a nervous tick a bit. But yeah, just kind of walking around.
Yeah, you're on like the stairs, so you're able to watch the sleeping quarters deck and a little bit of the main deck. Up top, you see Badrel and Sabo doing their normal routine of going out and star watching during the night, laying at the front at the forecastle, just looking up towards the stars. Bivrel moves around, it's like, I guess I could take the other stairs and not have to push you out of my way. And goes the other set of stairs.
I can move if you... Okay, well.
Well, it's either I go past you or I go past the stinky big guy, so I'll take my chances, I guess.
I'll move around for you, you know. I'll let you pass. All you gotta do is ask.
Oh, what a gentleman. It's a shame your princess has left us.
Okay, well, you know, there's no need for all that.
There's always a need to poke fun at people.
Is it that obvious, by the way?
Are you serious?
I mean, you're new.
I do have an unfair advantage, I guess.
Which is?
I'm extremely wise. I can see through people extremely well. People and undead, for the most part. I know how they live in life. I know how they die in death. Either way, it kind of sucks.
I can imagine.
Yes, yet we're still here fighting gods or something. We're on this trip for who knows why.
Something like that. Well, you're still, after all, you're still faithful to the king.
Don't have much of a choice. Someone has to regrow his arm.
Can you do that?
I can do it in small bouts. It's not my preferred method. Usually I would just turn his arm into a skeleton, but he doesn't want that. Where?
Well, makes sense. I mean, personally, I would like a skeleton arm if I lost mine, but hey, that's just me. Don't cut my arm off. That's not an invitation to cut my arm off.
Thank you for specifying.
However, if we can't grow his arm, then I think he'd be really good to have on our side.
Only at nighttime, of course, but...
Yeah. He might be able to help us retake the city once he's at full strength.
that is the hope, isn't it?
I mean, even at his diminished strength, he was still able to get me down to my knees, so that's impressive.
Yet, this person that took over his city ripped his arm off without blinking an eye.
And she had the surprise attack advantage. I'm sure if we get her, we can take her down.
Well, I wish you luck trying to surprise a god.
Aren't they more like, you know, half gods? Not necessarily gods.
From what I've been learning, they're very close to them. They're very
Very
close to
close?
gods. I've
They're
done a lot of
not-
research on your family as well.
Yeah, there's not a lot to say, is there?
There's not a lot that Mother remembers is the issue.
I know. I've tried talking to her about it as well.
The importance of magic is very good.
Wait, you're used to the undead, right?
Used to master of very close ties, yes.
Well, if you're interested, I could show you something. It's part of our history, I guess.
But
If
I
it
already know
helps.
your history. I've already done it. I've done
All
the
of it?
research on it.
All of it?
I feel like I've gotten most of it.
If I showed you something, could you tell me who they are?
Maybe? Depends on what you
I'm-
show me.
Okay. Just step back a little bit.
Alright. She takes a few steps, as they take a few steps down the stairs.
Okay. I'm going to rage and just cover them with ancestral guardians so that they can, in that 1 minute that I have, they can get a good look at their face.
Well, I don't recognize most of them, for sure. But the biggest one I do recognize. Time to open up a lore document.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
the fuck is this?
Lord.
As long as it's not Wolfgang. Because he's probably around here somewhere being a dick.
He is. He's absolutely around. He shows up towards the end because he was one of the last to die in this thing.
Mhm.
From what I recall, his name was Lartera. The first
And
one
this-
to be blessed by the Stormmane.
This is a half giant looking one or a giant
He is a Goliath, so half giant.
one? Okay. Half giant. Okay. Blessed by the storm means. What does that mean exactly?
The Stormmane. Does that not make sense to you?
Not entirely. Like the giant, the storm giant, or
Kind of. It's more of Kyle's trying to remember the exact name of the god. And I don't think it's in this document. Shit. I knew it before, but now I've lost it.
Control
It's
F.
old. Oh.
That's not going to help me because I need the specific god name. Wow, I have never drawn a blank this hard because I wasn't ready for this lore drop. What is his fucking
David.
name? It's the same one that Yasha worshipped.
the Stormlord.
Yeah, the Stormlord.
Yeah,
It's like it's such a simple name. I don't know why I can't remember it.
yeah.
I was ready with that.
Okay.
The Stormmane.
Sure.
That's the Telione title he had taken when he arrived.
Okay. You know where he comes from,
Well,
or is that where his history starts?
which one comes from? The Stormmane or Lartera?
Lartera.
From what I can tell, Lartera had escaped from an evil faction of giants and found the Stormmane tribe, once ran by storm giants, and the one who was called the Stormmane. And he returned to this evil tribe with reinforcements. The Stormmane took pity on Lartera, and they built a coup and was able to break out all of the captured giants and Goliaths that were under this evil reign. It was a battle of a mountain, or something like that. It kind of got boring, so I stopped listening to the magic.
Interesting. Oh, thank you for that. Actually, I don't know much history about my people, so I appreciate it.
It is the most expensive magic I have, so if I keep it at the end of the day, I usually do research on those who I'm working with.
Well, thank you.
Don't mention it. Like, when I say that, I mean literally do not mention it. I don't need people coming to me for fact checks.
Okay, I won't.
That's not my job. I'm here to heal people.
You mentioned that if at the end of the day you haven't used your spells, you look into people.
I do some research. I needed to know why you guys were called the Stormmanes, and why you all seem to be so important, and why you guys keep showing up in my life.
I'm going to assume that it's at some point or another you're going to do research on our new guest.
That's where I'm heading to right now, potentially.
Okay.
I don't
If
have enough
anything-
information really to do anything with it, but who knows?
If you find anything interesting, let us know.
Maybe she's the
if
daughter
any-
of Veranestra herself.
Oh, okay, you just said the name.
I'm not as worried
You don't-
about
you
it.
don't
I'm
care?
a cleric.
Fair enough.
The
Another
gods
thing,
don't
if-
scare me. I worship the god of death.
Metal. Cool. If in the next few days you don't use the spell, if I don't know what spell, or obviously I don't know anything about magic. If you learn anything about Elanora or where she is, would you let us know?
Who?
Okay.
Good night.
Thank you, Vibrel.
Fuck off.
I think I'm getting through to them.
That's the most they've ever talked to anybody.
Cool.
Because above table, she has legend lore. She's absolutely going to learn about you all.
Mm-hmm. What that's high level.
It is a
isn't
very high level spell. Ooh. I think it's 6th level.
There is a second. I said I'll take second watch.
Perfect. Give me a perception check. Tell me where you're going.
I will go. It's still nighttime, so Kyle wants to get adjusted to the stars and just be outside in this new space on the water, since still weird and new for him.
You wash your hands every so often, like, oh, don't like it. I don't like it.
It's 15 plus stuff. I think it's
plus 8.
8, so yeah, 23.
Okay.
Math.
Let me think. What's something cool that could happen on the second day on the water? Not much. Just very open at the moment. At this part of the night, Sabo Calder has conjured up instruments, and they're playing a very lovely sound, and the two of them are dancing together.
I don't intrude, but I definitely do watch and kind of enjoy this like momentary peace that we all have for a short amount of time. I was gonna say, how's my performance looking? Because I remembered the last time I tried to dance. You know what? I'm a changed person. I'm still gonna dance a little bit. You know, I want to try to not dance with them, but dance near them.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
There's a large forecastle to work with here.
Yeah. And at some point in the dancing, I kind of break away and I just look at Ember and sit down in front of him. Hey, I know I haven't been the best to you, and I'm sorry. And I've been learning, and I feel like I've been just using some of your power, and that's not fair. We're in this together, and I want to be doing this with you. So I don't know. I've thought about it a lot lately, and it seems like we only talk. You're more or less someone to complain to.
You just cut out a little bit there. Back up a sentence.
Complain to.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. And I'll be depending on you a lot more. And I'm sorry, is basically what I'm trying to say.
There's no reason to be sorry. This is a tough team to be working with. It's a large team.
Yes. And I'm always worried, and then I was worried about Elanora, and then Elanora vanished, and I was like, wow.
Ooh. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop, you can't do that's fun. That's not funny.
I heard Vivrel tell this joke earlier, and I laughed at it. I will admit.
Of course, it's a little comical. I won't lie, but anyway, I've been thinking about some of the spells you've been teaching me, and I really want to implement it. And also, I want you to be with me in battle more. So I'm going to make use of it.
Well, guess I gotta stretch a little bit more.
Yeah. And also, I love when I turn into a direwolf. You can just be a wolf all the time. I think that's really cool.
No one questions when I pee on the floor. It's really nice.
Exactly. You just get to do what you want. And I love that feel.
They call it a bad habit. I call it making a campfire.
Exactly. It's marking your territory, and they should know that. Ugh. Anyway.
Finally. I knew you would understand.
Of course I do. Of course I do. But, just thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Really.
Thank you for taking me in. I was a stray,
No
for the
problem.
most part.
Yeah, I never really thought about it like that. I just thought you lived in the charred forest, and then I stumbled across you. But I guess you were considered a stray, I guess.
Two strays come together, they form a family. It's that easy.
Yeah. I kind of just look at the like my palms and just kind of break the silence. What do you think about Mardoon?
Fuck, who was that?
Dude in the fire from
Yeah, the one that talked to you. I was like, Mardoon and Maldor are two very similar names, and they are complete opposite people.
yeah.
I never was close to where your tribe was, so I never met up with this person. I was really I was locked into the area where you found me. So, besides the interaction you had just had, I don't know. It's concerning to hear that Ignis is getting stronger.
Yeah. It's been hard trying not to blame myself for what happened to Shayla when I was training with her, but I don't know. It's been on my mind, and then it was on my mind in a different way when I scried on Mildred, and I feel like I've just been feeling really anxious lately, Ember. So anxious.
Well, these are tough times. This really shows how strong we can really be in these times.
I just hope that I'm able to repair anything that I don't think. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think she was upset when that happened. I just think that it was maybe an accident, and she was trying to tell me it was, but I just was too scared. I don't know. I want to repair things with Mildred, but I'm still terrified of what she'll say.
Well, you have a few more days to think about what you're going to say before we get there. So,
Yeah.
better start practicing, Casanova.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, are the king and queen just like looking over there like, who is he? Why is he talking to that dog?
Why is that dog talking back?
Talking.
There's definitely an odd curiosity from Sabo. Baudrell is so easygoing, doesn't care.
I'll bring if I clock that they're noticing me talk to Ember, I'll introduce them just like a dog owner and be like, yeah, pet my dog. And that's how I'll spend the rest of the time.
And it's not going to burn my hand. You understand fire's really bad for vampires, right?
No, I understand, but it'll feel like being around a campfire. It won't hurt you, I promise.
I'm gonna take your word because you seem like a really nice guy. That is unnerving. It's a good thing I'm so
He's
strong
nice.
because this is made out of rock. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I was never a
well,
dog
okay.
person, really.
That's fine. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
Sabo doesn't even try to touch the dog. I'm not a anything person. I'm good.
Yeah.
person.
And the rest of the night goes pretty uneventful. You wake up the next morning. Gil tests you here. Gil! As you start to wake up. So we start our next day of travel. Val, roll a d20 for me.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 17.
Oh, it's almost the exact same number we just rolled last time. Roll a d4 for me.
Mm.
2 notes of a butt with the smiley face appear.
2.
No.
Okay.
Did you roll 2?
I just heard what
manifested
Ian
that.
said, and it was very funny.
Thank you.
All right.
Sometimes I try really hard.
You all awaken on the next day. Another very sunny day. It's really nice. The main difference from yesterday to today is the water is a lot clearer. You can actually see into the water a lot farther. You can see all the fish moving around. It's very nice.
Hate that. Do I recognize the voice that I heard?
Give me a history check with disadvantage.
Fuck.
Mm.
Easy. Okay, well.
You roll
Damn.
one.
No,
It's
I
glitter
actually.
gold.
Fuck you. I rolled a 3. So a total of 8.
Vaguely familiar. You can't put any features to the voice, young girl. That's all you really get.
As Brian, I have a guess, but we're not there yet.
Yeah,
so,
that's for the after show.
yeah.
Or one text message away.
Anyway,
What? Yeah, so what do you guys want to do today?
oof, gosh.
You haven't looked at navigator
said-
stuff for a few days.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at navigator stuff for a bit because I assumed that we were on the because Wakia has been doing her thing, avoiding the ship getting crushed by a whirlpool. So I'm really trusting her with my life. So yeah, I'll do some navigating and see if we're still on the right track. Sure.
I can help you with that for some reason. I was gonna be like, I probably suck at maps and shit, but I just remembered my background. I have excellent memory with maps and geography, so I can help you. Yeah, I'm gonna help you with that. For some
Sure,
reason,
I'll take
I
it,
understand
yeah.
maps. That's
but
hilarious.
can't read Cat in the Hat, but understands that.
I can read it, but it would take me like an hour and a half.
I guess Tabaxi and the you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you all get your breakfast. I assume Willow probably joins for breakfast.
Yeah, I'll probably leave Mikiel in the room just so I'm not having to carry him around everywhere and just a lot of people. So I am without him right now. But as we're kind of eating breakfast, is Audrey with us? Aubrey with us?
She when you enter, she's making her way out because she has to wake up a lot earlier to get the boat moving.
Real quick,
Yes.
is there anything you need me to help with on the ship?
What's your expertise? What is your niche, I guess? You were very critical about the food. Would you want to work in food?
I could, but I'm not really familiar with the ingredients you have
That is
here.
true. That is true.
I prefer to be outside, but I mostly have experience in the woods. Water is not my forte.
I know that feeling.
I could serve as a lookout. I saw you had a crow's nest.
Yeah, if you wanted to take Alexandria's spot, she probably wouldn't be too upset about not having you do that every day.
Or I could stay on the deck, but either one. Whatever you need help with, I'm willing to do it.
I don't know if this is a little bit too personal, but what are you going to do about the child while you're helping out?
I can wrap him on my back, but it means I can't do a whole lot of climbing. He's not very heavy, but it distributes the weight oddly, and it makes it hard for me to balance when I climb with him on. I can do it, it's just not my preference.
I can see if I can get you another spyglass, and you can just stay on the main deck if you don't want to climb all the way up. Two sets of eyes are definitely better than just one set.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, time to go talk or sneak through the king and queen's room. I don't have the key anymore. Okay.
Do you need assistance with that?
No, I just have to talk to someone who's quite unpleasant.
I could help.
If you wish. I don't know if you've met Bivrel yet, but be prepared.
Oh, I'm sure they're fine. They can't be that bad, right?
She can bring you back from death, but she might also put you in the state to do that first thing. Maybe she's gotten nicer in the last 24 hours. Here's to hoping.
Is
And
Byro, my bad, is Byro she, they, or just they, them?
it's probably more of the she-they.
Okay.
They
Or
just
they,
they just
she.
prefer they
Yeah.
over that.
Okay.
They she me rolling.
Ooh.
I'm editing that out.
No, you're not. Just
Our
stay,
word
man.
kill on the DM.
That better stay in.
Man, would you look at the time? I gotta go.
Oh my god.
See, I think my
I'm
Valorant
out.
team is ready right now.
Oh yeah.
You guys
Anyways.
go and knock on the door, and you see a very unhappy elf at the door. Yes, I keep having issues with people ruining the king and queen's sleep. What do you need?
Aubrey, what did you need?
Um,
Or would I know what she needed to get from the room?
the spy
Would she have
glass.
told me? Oh, we're just looking for the spyglass. We'll be in and out of your way, I promise.
Just don't wake the queen. It makes my job harder when she's awake.
Could I roll a stealth check to see how
Sure.
quietly I'm able to retrieve it?
First roll of the character.
Come
Second roll of the
on.
character. You
Come on,
rolled
Stealth.
you rolled a perception.
That's gonna be a 15.
Okay. You go in relatively quietly. You don't have a lot of heavy gear on you in the first place. You get in, you find where the extra spyglass is, and you get out. The king and queen are in the large bed. Very modest. Not really moving that much. Kind of stiff, as vampires will tend to be when they're asleep. And you have a spyglass.
Does Byvrel still look displeased as we leave?
Yes, because this is also Bivrel's sleeping time. So yeah, you have a spyglass, and the rest of you have a full day ahead of you.
I guess after that I'll go back and rejoin them for breakfast.
Okay. It's a lot of just oats and stuff. Give me a perception check, Willow.
Oh, I guess I would get Mikiel too. I guess he does need food. You said a perception check?
Correct.
That's a 21.
It's a little less obvious today, but Rija is still looking at you, Mikiel.
The next time I catch her looking at me, I'll just look at her and smile and wave. Like a little, like...
Just does like a really...
Ooh.
Oh, there's two of me. Didn't like that. Freaks me out. She does a little wave back and like a concerned smile that you're noticing that she's watching you. In like that shy, timid way. But yeah. Oats are had. It's a pretty uneventful day for the most part.
I was gonna ask them, kind of as we were eating. So, it seems like you guys are traveling somewhere, not just for fun. Do you mind if I ask where you're headed and why? I mean, I don't really know anything about your plane, but it'd be nice to know what I'm getting myself into.
Oh, are you talking to all of us? Are we there? Or?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess we're all
Yeah.
That's
there.
why I was confused.
Val, you gotta
I
wake
don't know
up,
if we're
dude.
just-
It's like dead
Sorry.
silence, and I'm like,
Giltesh is not there, by the way. I want
Well,
that to be known.
Okay. So it's just Kai and Enos.
okay. Oof. You want a short story or a long story? Let's be honest.
Enos is just eating, and then he just goes, "We're going to his home," with the spoon still full, so it just kind of throws food over there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Enos, God.
Sorry.
Glad we had the same
I was
idea.
really I was really hungry. I'm sorry, but we're going to his house, his home, town.
You did it again! Stop.
Pantomiming
sorry.
oatmeal throwing.
Sorry, I'll eat this way. But yeah,
What's the reason we're traveling to your home, Kai?
I have some friends that I'm worried about. And there's a lot of there's some bad people terrorizing my home, and we want to lessen the bad that's there. Short, sweet, and simple. And also we probably want to make sure that they're on the ship so they can be protected. Yeah. Yes. There's some engineers. I'm an engineer.
What's an engineer?
Okay. So I pull out the necklace that I have that is an anvil. Well, you see, I work in a company where we make magical items. I'm not the brightest out of the bunch. I mean, I can still hold my own, but I'm mostly used to power magical items with my heat. Yeah, so I have a couple of friends, very close, dear friends that are over there, and we're going to make sure that they're okay and stop the thing that's hurting my friends. So yeah, yes, that's what we're doing. And then potentially something else, but we'll see if we cross that bridge when we get to it. But that's the most important one at the moment.
What's the other thing you might do while you're there?
up an evil family. Still eating.
Oh no, that was stop. The other thing. Well, I'm not from here, and I mean you're not from here either, and I kind of got here the same way you got here. Fell through a hole. So
I didn't think I told you guys that I had. Did I? Did I say I fell
We
through
kinda-
a hole?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then never mind.
You
It's
said
been
you
a
were being
month.
chased. Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
you
you were
said
being
you're
chased
being-
by something, and then you're here.
Yeah, you jumped into a pond and you were here.
So yeah, you jumped in a pond. I fell through a mine into a hole, and then got here from the fire plane, and then landed in Terragorn. So that's the other thing, and that deals with a whole lot of things that you, and we might not even deal with it immediately. That's like a if we have time situation, because I'm still trying to battle how I feel about that. Anyway, if, ands, or buts, that's the situation.
Could I roll an insight check on Enos to figure out why he seems like or like to tell if he's acting weird or if this is generally like how he is?
Sure.
Or if I can get a read on like that he's going through some shit.
Enos, give me a deception check.
I mean, this is definitely how he normally is anyway. He's just big loof, but
Throwing oatmeal at me.
accidentally. That's gonna be a
Twice.
deception.
I guess more just the fact that like do I notice that he's kind of broody?
Yeah, he'd definitely be broody. Yeah, I rolled a 6, bro.
I got a 13.
There's
So
definitely
spill
some
your
like
secret.
missed sleep there. There's a lot of
There's
stuff
what?
going on in that tiny head.
Yep. Is that normal, by the way? Is it like, do holes just always open, pointing this time at Wyllow? Do holes just randomly open to like other planes?
The likelihood of them happening is
Because we've heard a lot about it recently, haven't we? Like
it can happen anywhere. We learned that in one of the books that rifts to other planes can happen all the time. and some of them are connected. So
It's not
I thought-
uncommon
Do
for
I-
human travelers to come to the Feywild, so I know the Feywild is fairly close to your plane. I've just never fallen through a hole myself.
Oh, I just thought our visitors, might be messing with some stuff, considering what they've done and how powerful they are.
Visitors? What do you mean?
Hey, before you get into that, what were you running from? We've been answering a lot of questions lately. What were you running from?
Basically,
If you
just
remember
like,
that.
they're like Feywild wolves, just not fun things to mess with.
Why?
Girl, I'm gonna incite it right now because I knew you're withholding information.
I wanted to ask a question
Period.
before I incite it. Where were you running from? Were you in the woods? Did these wolves belong to someone? Are they like guard dogs chasing you? What was going on?
21, by the way, for that insight.
Hold on. I've lived in the woods my whole life, so yes, I was in the woods.
Mhm.
I don't know if they are controlled by anyone. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. They're just generally on the hunt to do evil things. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Okay.
And then what is it deception or persuasion roll, Monty?
Yep, and you just don't tell us which.
That's gonna be a 6.
These
Damn.
golden eyes see all. These lava pools see all.
So- Kai, you would know that I am not lying. I'm just not telling the whole truth.
Mhm.
We get it. Kai will break the silence. We get it. We just met you, and of course you don't want to tell us everything. Of course. So that's fine. But
I guess Mickey would probably be sitting in my lap facing away from me because I'd be trying to help feed him or like let him eat. But
yeah,
I also just kind of go, like, I don't want to say it in front of him.
okay. Obviously, we can talk about it some other time. Away from infantile eyes and ears. So, yeah. But to give, you need to get. Wait, I said that the opposite way. To get, you need to give. That's the one.
Wait, what do you mean? How old is he? I don't remember anything in my first 9 years of age.
Didn't we agree that he was like 2, like a mid toddler?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was like 2 or 3.
He'd be like 2, so big enough that we basically decided like big enough if I needed him to follow a command, like go run away or go hide, like he could, but still not independent to like do his own stuff. I'd probably just let him crawl on Enos because I think it's funny, and he'll probably reach for some of your oatmeal.
No.
He smells. Don't do that. Don't have your child on it. He has germs.
Hey, I don't smell, okay? I showered
No, you smell. I'm sorry.
left.
You do smell quite bad.
I was in
coming
the
from a rock.
ocean
I'm sorry.
yesterday. I probably just smelled like sea salt or something. I jumped
No, you
into the
smell like-
ocean.
Rotting happy cores. I don't know. I just made that up.
Well,
There's no shower in this boat, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. I can jump into the ocean again at some point if y'all want. It's fine. If it's that bad.
I can't do anything about it. But is Wakia down here? Probably not.
No, she would have left with Aubrey to start getting
Aubrey.
the ship going.
I'm
Well,
just going like this to the child, just like making him follow my finger.
He bites
try
it.
to
well,
reach
I'm
for
gonna.
it. Yeah. That's what-
Yeah. I'm gonna see what Wakey is up to, and maybe we can move a little bit faster. I have a couple of ideas, but also I don't want to hurt anyone potentially. So I'll be up in the desk if you need anything. Um, I kind of look at because Kaya's never seen a baby. Well, not a baby of this kind. So it's kind of just like squints at your child. Do they all look like that? Is his head going to be on fire at some point?
You'll see that he has kind of like autumn leaves, like the small, like basically miniature versions, kind of like how I have flowers in my hair,
Mm.
or like some twigs. I don't think he'll ever be on fire. I really hope not. I've never seen another of my kind be on fire. But he may change seasons later in life. He just has the disposition of his father.
Oh, so you have a husband.
Well, Kai, you see how you make children is.
No, I do. I understand how children are made. Shayla gave me an idea of how children are made in great detail.
I don't need to know the details of that.
No, she just
It's
made
okay.
sure I
It's
wasn't
okay.
naive anymore.
You just hear Alexandria like laugh when Enos says he doesn't need the details of that.
When you mention me having a husband, I just go silent and kind of scoot back from the table. I should get ready to go to deck and
No, I didn't mean to make you feel
No, it's okay. I want to make sure I'm helpful, and I've spent far too long inside the ship. I miss. Your skies are very weird and bright, but nonetheless, I would prefer that to this ship, and I'll.
Do you need a
scurry
hat?
to my room.
I can give you my hat.
Is that from Sartine?
Absolutely it is. Sartine's always around, baby.
I'll take it. I'll wear a hat.
Perfect. I stole this from the other children. It's a fishing hat.
I'll just whisper to Kai. Sore topic, I guess. And have you
Yeah.
seen Giltesh, by the way? If people are disappearing, I feel like we should check in on each other.
Yeah, I'll check up on him.
No need
No,
to.
I mean, if you
Me and
guys
him
have
had
to do, I
crazy
can-
night last night. He's now head on wall.
Why would you joke about that? That could probably. I wouldn't be surprised if you did that, but I'm gonna check on him.
I mean, if you have
And
stuff to do, I can check on him. You said you had stuff to do upstairs.
I was just gonna use control water to move the boat faster, but that can wait. I want to make sure he's okay,
All right.
and I start making my way.
Downtown.
I'm still
Walking
stuck
fast.
on what Sartine said.
Which
We had
one?
crazy night last night. His
Yeah,
head is on wall. Like, I was going one way and then completely.
Praying mantis type of deal.
Yeah, basically. I guess.
I kill him in his sleep.
Jesus Christ.
Never see it coming.
The most dangerous sport. Man.
So, Giltesh, you just in your room?
Yeah, I kind of everybody was like talking, like getting food and stuff like that, and like checking maps. And during that time, how long would it have taken for me to do inventory?
There's not much of an inventory, maybe like 10, 15 minutes.
Cool. So I would have used invisibility to do all of that.
Okay.
To go like out of my room and do inventory and go back to my room. I just did. What have you seen?
You didn't want to be invited to breakfast?
Yeah, I'm good.
Does it smell like Giltesh in the room?
Well, what does that mean?
What does Giltesh smell like?
I mean, if I wild shape, I could smell you easily. But I have no reason to do that at the moment. But I do be thinking about it just randomly sometimes. But anyway, continue. My bad.
Yeah, but I'd probably just be kind of like sitting in my room, just kind of staring into the wall, just like kind of messing with the puzzle cube that I have, just like finding new configurations. I keep adding spells to it, so I'm just like, what's the best possible way to kind of make this work?
Perfect. I'm gonna knock on your door.
The,
Giltesh, are you alive?
I'm alive.
Okay, we noticed you weren't at dinner, so
Breakfast.
breakfast. Time is weird, but yeah, we noticed you weren't at breakfast. Is it okay if we come in? If you remain silent for X amount of time, Enos and I will just ram through the door.
Okay, well, that's not necessary. Yeah, y'all can come in.
Okay. We open the door.
Just, never mind. I was gonna say butt ass naked, but also I was like clothes scattered around the floor, but at the same time, he only wears like the same
A robe. Yeah.
So it's pretty
What?
barren,
The
actually.
same robe.
Yeah.
Wood shaving everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You would definitely see like a pile of wood shavings in the corner. It's like I didn't know how to get rid of those. Didn't know what to do about that. It
We have
smells like
someone who
pine in
cleans, right?
here. What was that?
We have someone who cleans the boat.
No.
We do.
We have people that clean the decks. It's your problem to clean
Yeah.
your rooms.
Fair enough. You know what? That's valid.
Are you okay, Giltesh?
I just had a weird morning. That's all.
What was weird about it?
I woke up to a voice of a young girl saying my name, and I don't know who it was.
I kind of just look over at Enos. Hey, Enos, can you leave for a little bit?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
Side eye as I walk out.
Criminal side eye.
Yeah.
Hey, Giltesh. Also, for the things I might say, you might, I don't know. It's your choice. Was that voice? I don't know. You said, I remember you talking to me about how you used to travel with a bunch of people, or two people. One person? You traveled with someone on a highway, and you guys got robbed. Was that voice her? You gave me a name.
Don't know if it was her. That's the thing. Her name,
Leanna, right?
Vienna.
No, Vienna.
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 Why'd I put it? Yeah,
Vienna.
why'd I put an L? Anyway.
Like Vienna sausage.
Yeah. Was it her or?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so. Vienna was.
You would have recognized if it was Vienna's voice.
That's what I kind of was thinking. She was like an older half elf woman. I did not recognize it to be her.
Okay. All right. Well, are you sure you're okay? Like, are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I just decided I just wanted to take some time to be alone.
Okay. Well, I don't believe you, but I don't believe you,
Is there a
and
particular reason
two,
you don't believe me?
I don't know. It's just a feeling I sometimes get. I don't have to read you to know that you probably don't feel okay.
I mean, I don't. That's why I'm just taking space to myself.
Mm-hmm. But no, it's fine. I just think it seems like whatever it was keeping you up, and what weird was it? You just keep saying it's weird.
Because I don't know who it was. I woke up. I mean, when did I wake up from hearing the voice? Like, was
It was like right when you
Mm-hmm.
woke up is when you heard it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, just as I was waking up, I heard the voice. It wasn't like in the middle of the night.
I want to cast detect magic in the room.
Okay. The puzzle cube is innately magic.
Yeah.
Other than that, any magical items you have the
Nothing.
two of you. Nothing else.
Okay. All the like flares kind of just go back into the like the cracks and crevices on Kai's body. Whatever it is, it might have just been a bad dream. Can I do a medicine check as I'm saying this on
Sure.
him to see if, yeah, he takes out glove cough.
It might have just been a bad dream.
Yeah,
Go ahead, bend over for me.
that is a for my medicine check. That's a 19.
What you can gauge is like he's well rested. Nothing really seems wrong with Giltesh besides, the missing eyes. It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
seems
yeah.
like
Old man.
whatever his day got jump started. He didn't wake up in a natural way.
Okay.
He got all 8 hours of sleep like he needed to, but something jump started his wake up.
All right. Well, if you have anything weird happen again, please let Enos and I know. Obviously.
Oh, will do.
Do you need rocks? Do you need a rock that I could give you to eat?
I don't necessarily eat rocks.
You look like you need a rock.
Okay, I'll take a rock.
Okay. I got my special one. And I placed one like just on your bed, or I guess on your nightstand. It's a geode. They're my favorite. Well, I hope you feel better, and I hope less weird things happen. But probably not because look who we're traveling with. But
That's very true.
here's to hoping.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Bye. And then
Bye.
and then from outside the door, you said, you just hear, Enos, we're leaving. I hope you weren't listening, you weirdo.
Muted.
You're muted.
Oh, I was already up by the deck. That guy
Okay.
walked away.
Cool.
Actually,
Yeah.
I
You see your castaway looking through the wrong end of a spyglass.
I'll probably walk up to her. How does
Look,
how does
some
it look?
aerial type shit.
Yeah. Just like, how does it look out there?
Everything's really blurry and grainy.
It'll be more effective if you do the other way. It's the short end on your. There you go.
Oh, wow, this is really cool. And I'm just gonna turn and look at him and like just look straight at him. Be like, you have really big eyes.
Okay. You fascinated by our playing?
It's very odd.
Yeah, I've never been to the Feywild, so I can't really say much about yours. We've been looking into it, though. Definitely someplace we need to go at some point. If you're
Me
looking
too,
for a
or
way
want
home. A little bit of both.
I mean, it's a beautiful place. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to come see it. Many people from the material plane come to the Feywild to see it, but they're often destructive. They don't respect that beautiful things can also be dangerous.
I've kind of picked up on that. But if you stick around long enough, I'm sure we'll find your way home. We're definitely planning on going to the Feywild at some point. In a respectful manner, of course.
You have business there?
Sort of.
You have to do there.
Well, I mean, like Kai said earlier, it's like a give and take, right? I'm sure we'll find out about it eventually, but we're kind of on a very important quest as is. It's hard to explain, especially when you can't
I
really
would like
say.
to know if I'm going to be in danger on this boat.
With us?
We're nothing
Probably.
but danger. Do not worry.
Who
Fish.
is that?
Bang.
There you go. Never mind.
I got the
Ugh.
fish.
I would at
You-
least like to have some semblance of knowledge of what I'm getting myself into if I stick around with you all.
Well, I'll just is the baby here? Do you have the baby on?
Yeah, so typically, when you guys picked me up, I was holding him, but typically I wear him wrapped, kind of like on my back, so I have my arms free. So he's just kind of chilling. He's probably taking a nap or something, or looking around, playing with the flowers in my hair.
Hmm. Do you mind if Sartine takes your child for a second?
I do not want
She's-
that beast.
She's great with children. She raised me.
He's
She held me
he's
when I was a
fine to
child.
stay.
We're the
he's
same
fine.
age. What are you talking about?
I thought she was older than me.
No.
No? Okay, my bad. I misunderstood.
Just because my
It's just-
voice is very different does not mean I'm older than you. It's rude. Just takes a bite out of a fish that's still moving.
There you go. It's just there's some things that I probably shouldn't say around your child.
Just get your mom to do
fine.
it. Just
I
get your
can
mom to
probably
take care
hit
of
her.
it. Or mother.
I guess you can.
There's
you can
plenty of women on
ask
this
my
ship.
mom, who
Is
actually
that the
have
blind
children.
one you're speaking of?
Mother is the blind one. My actual mom is not blind.
Oh. I mean, he may not do well with a new person, especially one that doesn't look like him, but sure.
We can paint her green if that helps. Just kidding. We don't
I
have
don't
paints
think
on the
that'll be
boat.
necessary.
We don't have paints on the boat.
We could do a
joking.
seaweed wrap.
Oh.
I guess I'll hesitantly unwrap him. And I adjust the little, like, it looks almost like a woven necklace that he has around his neck, and I just make sure it's adjusted and secure before I guess we go ask Alicia, or you like call her over to watch him for a second.
Alicia walks over. Well, isn't this the cutest thing I've seen in a while? Why was I called over here?
Oh, just if you can take care of him for a second. There's
Yeah,
some
fine.
things we need to discuss.
That's fine. I don't really do much on the ship during the day, so I can easily take care of him if that's what you like.
Thanks, Mom.
Anything for you.
Okay.
And she's very good with kids. She takes her time with him and everything.
Yeah, I'll probably walk to the side of the boat where there's not a lot of people listening. But yeah, we get over there. I'm like, you're from the Feywild, so you might know a little more. But there's a family whose name we can't really say or discuss, who came from what we found out was the Feywild, partially. We're not entirely sure. We know at least one of them's from the Feywild. Anyway, they're on our plane, and they're basically destroying our world. And we're trying to stop them. So, if we do, they're not going to be very happy. Which means, yes, you are probably in a lot of trouble hanging out with us. But seeing as there's not really many other boats around.
So you can't say their names?
No.
Why?
They are very powerful, and bad things happen when you say their names.
I mean, words do carry a lot of power, especially names.
Is that a Feywild thing, or?
I didn't realize other planes didn't. We never use our real names.
No, I mean, I'm Enos. I could say my name. Doesn't mean anything. Not here.
That's very strange.
So, wait. So your real name isn't Wyllow?
It is the name I have chosen for myself, so it is what I am called. Just as Mikia will choose a name when he is of age. That is his real name, but He's at an age where it doesn't affect him if people know his name.
Hmm.
It's not seen as a threat at their age.
What would happen if someone has your real name?
We don't know. It's been a tradition as long as I've known.
Interesting. But yeah, we can't really say their names. I could show you someone. I don't know. It might affect you. I don't know. They're very powerful, and maybe even their image just holds power.
The one from the Feywild that you know, who were they?
Well, I can't say their name, can I? It's a family.
But a person is more than just their name. Like,
It's a
surely
family.
you know of the organization of the Feywild if you've been looking into it.
Yeah, more or less. The family is the one that we're for certain is from the Feywild is the mother of this family. And the mother of the family is the daughter of a dead goddess from the Feywild. Goddess
Beauty.
of beauty?
Yeah,
Damn
Baron
birds.
Extra.
Oh, she said it. Yeah, that we don't say that here.
Wait, so you're saying... That's very odd. I haven't
daughter?
heard that name in a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently she's dead or undead and is giving them power. It's very confusing. I'm not very good with magic. I don't understand a lot of it. I don't understand gods. I just know that they're destroying our world and we need to stop them. So
But it's not her, it's her children or the family related to her.
more or less, it is. As far as we know, she's giving them power, or they're using her as some sort of energy source. I wanted to say battery, but we don't know what a battery is.
I do.
I do.
As some sort of, or they're using her. We don't know. But the daughter, what we think is the daughter killed her to take her power. I don't know if that's true, but the daughter and the daughter's family are the ones causing havoc. Yes. Whether the dad is related in some way, I do not know. We're not entirely sure if the father is from the Feywild. Actually, I don't think we got that information.
Do you know why the daughter killed the mother?
No idea. I mean, you're from the Feywild. Do you know anymore?
Not really. I mean, I spend most of my time in the woods, so I only knew from what we heard from the towns. We don't really get a lot of news from the courts themselves. But in the last 30 years or so, last 50 years maybe, it's some minor weird things have happened that could have connection to it, but other than that, I'm not really sure.
Hmm. Apparently, there's also some connection to the Shadowfell. So many things I don't understand. A lot of this is new to me. I didn't even
That
know
why
there
you
was other
always look...
plans.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Is that why you always look so downtrodden? And why you always fidget with that ring on your finger?
No, that's not entirely the reason. We kind of lost someone recently. She's not dead. At least not that we know. She just kind of vanished. And I guess my mind has been elsewhere because of it.
Why do you fidget with the ring, though?
It was a gift from her. It was one of the last things she gave me before she disappeared.
And you don't know why she disappeared?
No trace, no idea. I mean, it's very hard to disappear on a boat.
I mean, there is all kind of magic.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't understand a lot of it.
Well, I'm sorry you lost your friend.
I'm sure we'll find her. I just hope she's okay. But I'll tell you the same thing I always told her. Stick around with us and we'll try to keep you safe.
Ding, 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 ding. You hear a bell from the crow's nest. I think I see something in the water again.
Can I look at it with the spyglass?
Yeah, give me a perception check with
Other way
advantage.
again. There you go.
Am I walking out from the barracks at this point, I'm guessing?
You probably would have had a little bit of time before this event happens. To have been
Okay,
up
I was
there.
letting them have that talk to like not be like, so what's up, guys? So
That's gonna be a whole 11.
With advantage?
I rolled a 6 and a 2, and I have
Perfect.
+5 to
Damn.
perception.
Jesus.
So you go, you start looking, you see a really colorful fish and get distracted by it.
Cracks.
Do I hear this bell going off?
Yeah,
in my
the
room?
bell is
Okay.
obnoxious enough for the entire ship to hear.
Okay, I'll make my way up to the top.
Can
as well.
I try to look without a spyglass? Just kind of
Yeah.
try to make the shape out of something. And does it look big like a ship or like an island?
It's not above the water,
Oh, then never mind.
which is why she's
Well-
able to see it a lot easier.
I'll still try to kind of look.
Okay.
And see if I can see like a shadow or something.
Has water breathing been cast on the party today?
Mm-mm.
nope, but I'm gonna try to do it now.
Doesn't
Enos,
it take 10 minutes to cast? Or is it an
If I
action?
ritual cast it,
Oh, okay.
right?
Probably. Enos, give me a perception check.
Yeah. That's not gonna do it, Chief. The dot is on the bottom, correct? That's a
Yes.
9 plus 4, 13.
You can see a vague outline of something in the water, but it's just large, even from this distance.
That doesn't look good.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast water breathing.
Well,
Once
the
I
good
hear
thing
it,
is it's
that's
not
what-
moving.
I'm going to yell to everyone to get on the cannons just in case. Anyone who is supposed to man a cannon better get on the
It's
cannons.
under the water.
I don't care. We can shoot cannons at the bottom.
As
Shoot
soon
there.
as they start saying that there's something, can I run over to Alicia and kind of tie my kid back on my back
Mm-hmm.
so I know where he's at?
10 willing, so I'm gonna hit me. I'm gonna hit Giltesh, Enos. You count for 2, so Willow and Baby.
Damn.
And remembering names. This is the only part that sucks because I'm trying to. I used to be good at this. Sartine, Aubrey, Lakia.
How many
I know
total
you're
people are on this boat, Kai?
a lot, hella. No, that's Brian answering. The last 2 I'll give it to is Enos's dad on this boat because last time he almost died.
Yeah, he's up top right now.
And I'm gonna get his ass, and I'm pretty sure Enos's mom is also on top right now, right?
Yeah, but
as well.
Enos just said to man the cannons, and she's one of the cannoneers.
Okay,
It would
so
be a
she's
lower
not.
deck.
Yeah, she'd be second deck.
Then
Is
I'll
there
hit
anyone else on the top deck?
Grenjar.
Gremjar. There.
one who can't
That's
swim.
10. That's 10. We did it.
I love the fact that because Willow has a child, it counts for 2, but Grenjar and his massive size still counts for 1.
Gringer's gonna sink like a rock.
Damn
He
right,
doesn't have
baby.
that. But I mean, at least now he can breathe. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he gets
We can
24
fish
hours
him.
to figure out how to find land.
We'll fish him up.
Well,
I don't know what that
If
is.
someone casts reduce on him, we can fish him up.
I could, but still, he's still a big bitch.
He'll be normal size if you reduce.
Yep. You guys get closer. Are we gonna drop anchor to check this out, or we just want to keep moving past it?
I definitely want to check it.
But it's not moving any faster, so we might as well check it out.
Do we have?
Yeah.
Well, our co-captain is gone. I was gonna say, what if we swim around it? If it seems to move, we'll keep moving. If it doesn't move at all, we can stop, and maybe it's some sort of cave or something.
Do you want me to fly over it?
Yes.
There you go.
I will wild shape into a. I'll just giant shape into a giant eagle. I wasn't do regular eagle, but just in case this thing hits me, I want to have enough hit points. So I'll giant eagle, take off, and fly over this thing.
Okay. Give me
Get a
perception with
good look at
advantage
it.
because of keen sight.
I'm the biggest bird.
I'm dirty.
That is 15 plus 8, so I think that's another 23.
It seems like it's a ship that's on its side.
Okay.
It's a very large ship.
All right. After I glide over it, I'll do a little barrel roll and make it back to the ship. And wild shape. It looks like a ship that's got turned over. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm seeing.
Oh. What do you think turned it over?
A wave? I don't know.
You do see. Let me look at the fucking art before I start talking. A large chunk of the back of it is missing.
Oh, so this ship was destroyed. Something might have. Does it look like bite, or does it just look like?
It just looks like it
Beaten
went
up.
through hell.
Okay, yeah. Something really capsized the ship real bad. So something's out here with us.
It might have supplies.
The ship, isn't it underwater?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean what supplies do you mean, Enos?
I don't know. I mean, cannonballs, gunpowder. Giltesh has been destroying barrels left and right, so maybe more barrels.
Yeah.
Yes, he does owe us a few barrels. That is a true statement.
I do.
We can check it out. But I just think we should be careful.
Yeah, just a quick once over.
It's never quick, but you're right.
Damn.
What are you talking about? Most combats don't last more than 2 minutes.
Man,
Lasts more than 24 seconds.
Yeah, and lasts an hour and a half in real time.
In game time, dude.
Man,
I know.
this is feeling hostile. It's a hostile work environment.
I really just want to get out into the sea. I'm really just trying to.
I'm very uncomfortable with the energy we have created in the
move more
studio
than
today.
Than a day in a session.
We had a couple of days today.
Yeah,
This is the second day.
Yeah, second day.
By
it the third
definition, a
day?
couple.
Nope, it's
I
the
thought that was the
second.
third day.
Third, technically. Oh.
Wait, is this the one I
Anyway.
rolled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we barely getting to that? Fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
We're about 3
okay.
hours
What
into
do
the
we do?
second
Yeah.
day.
Let's do this.
I'm saying.
Let's get closer to this boat and look around.
I'm just
The
guilty
fact that you have a map for this does not make me feel comfortable.
Dude, I have 11 maps, like I said, just for random encounters.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can pull the loyal watcher up next to this ship. You can hear some of the broken planks that are still floating get hit by the ship. they're not affecting the ship in any way. They're too small, and it's a metal ship versus wood. But you pull up next to it, and you can just see this long ship laying on its side with a ton of rubble around it. From this distance, it looks like it may be no deeper than 20-something feet. But as you jump in, you get a very huge reality shift. As you can see, it's about 200 feet deep.
Ooh.
Oh,
I hate shit like this in real life.
All right,
I hate
guys.
the ocean.
I'll go ahead. I will go down first. You guys can follow behind, and then if anything pops up,
10 will also join on this.
10. Why? I'm kidding.
He's a really good swimmer.
especially with water breathing now. Right?
Now that we're closer, does it look like it was definitely something massive that tore it in half, or does it look like a boat fight? Like, do I see little cannonballs in it?
Give me perception checks if you want.
Cool.
If you
cool,
want to
cool,
try and gauge a little bit more about the destruction of the ship.
Yeah. Now that we're getting closer to it. Oh, not bad. +4, 15.
The back end of this ship got hit by so many cannonballs that it sunk.
Cool. That is what I wanted to know.
Like, your guess would be close to 100 cannonballs shot the back of this ship.
Okay. I'll let everyone know. It's like, it doesn't seem like it was a creature, more like a... Oof, echo.
Yeah.
More
This
like
was
a
a
boat.
message.
Yeah. It was more like they had a fight with another boat and lost very badly. Is what it looks like to me. I'll say as I keep swimming down.
Yeah.
Were there
10
any bodies
passes
anywhere?
everyone. Not a single body. No.
Bodies.
I don't know if I would prefer there to be bodies or not.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what's creepier, there not being any bodies or there being some.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
If another person wants to make a perception check, or... Yeah, I guess perception would make sense here.
I'm gonna start like, y'all are like swimming down, right? Or y'all, like, where y'all going again?
Yeah.
That is a 16 plus 8. So, like, one more than
Yeah,
that.
24. Upon getting closer, you notice two things. This boat probably sank no more than, like, maybe a week and a half ago. So it was relatively recent. The other thing you notice is the plaque of what the ship's name was. Let me find it. The Pillaging Terror was the name of this ship.
Was that on the names of one of the things? It was. Oh, no. Okay, never mind then. Never mind.
Well, we only have names for the pirates. We don't have names of their boats, do we?
Some of them have boat names, I believe.
Did you
Yeah.
send us that document?
Yeah, it's on one of the boat docks, I'm pretty sure.
Shared with
I
4
think.
people, other ships document.
Yeah.
The Reverse Tyrant, Delver's Hollow, and the Crispy Hunger are the ones that you need to look out for.
Crispy.
Other ships, there it is.
I'm gonna
Okay,
start
cool.
looking for barrels to pay my barrel tax.
Give me an investigation check.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna look around. So this is the front of the ship, right?
Ha!
Which part?
26.
Well, the farther to the right is the front of the ship.
I'm gonna look for the captain's quarters.
I got my goggles on, barrel mode activated. Where
What
they
do you-
at?
You said 26?
26.
Do the goggles even do anything because you don't have eyes?
Well,
It
Wait a minute,
makes sure
immersion.
that the scars don't get all gross.
There you go.
yeah,
Yep.
but it's actually on the praying mantis. It's just
Okay.
a tiny goggle.
Tiny praying mantis.
He's just
Yeah.
going... Life is pain. The theory that this ship got shot with over 100 cannonballs is half true, is what you learned from this investigation check. You're looking at where the barrels were, you find a lot of burn and singe marks, which means that it definitely got shot by a lot of cannons. It also exploded from the inside, with gunpowder barrels.
Damn.
Taking
Ooh,
the
sorry.
captain's quarters, the helm, and everything like that with it.
I share this information. Maybe one of the cannons hit a barrel, or maybe it was a insider sabotage.
And going to the storage area of the ship, it's very somewhat similar to your ship. It just has one less deck. So the storage is shared with the crew deck. And you can find about 20 barrels that
Let's fucking
potentially
go.
have stuff in them or are just there.
Excellent.
I can help start going through the barrels to see if there's anything
Yeah.
valuable in them.
Yeah.
I want to
let's see
look
what we
out
can get.
because I feel weird. Trust issues are going off in this place. So I want to look around to make sure no one tries to get us.
Yeah. Where are you at
And-
while you're doing lookout?
I guess they went inside of the ship. I guess I'll be at the entrance because they went into a deeper layer.
Yeah, they
right?
went into the easy access of the lower decks.
Yeah, then I guess I'll stay up top right before that easier access just to look around.
Just kind of just sitting on the top of the ship, just waiting.
Yeah, waiting for a creepy to do something weird.
Can I be ritual casting floating disc while searching barrels, or is it like one or the other?
No, I'd say you'd ritual cast it.
Okay, yeah. Just like any barrels that we want, we can just kind of pile onto this disc.
I'm not used to being able to talk underwater, so this is definitely interesting.
Oh yeah, we're swimming. That's right.
Yes.
Or is that?
I can't feel my legs.
Yeah. I guess I'll help too with look at barrels to see if there's anything of value or anything.
A lot of the barrels look different from one another. Whatever the ship was definitely lived up to its name. A lot of these barrels have come from tens of other ships.
I get it.
And you're able to just start packing up a bunch of barrels. Kai, give me a perception check.
Hiya. That's not as good. That is a 19.
Okay. Willow, what are you up to?
I'm helping with the barrels.
Perfect. Are you guys going to try and get all 22 barrels?
You're
How
Yeah.
many barrels have I destroyed in the process?
Of
wouldn't imagine.
what you've done so far?
Yeah, or like crafting extra pieces. I wouldn't imagine it'd be more than 2.
Yeah, like I was gonna say maybe 2 max, because you did a 6th level spell, or you did a 5th level spell, right?
Yeah, I had a high level spell. I just didn't like. I know the barrels got destroyed and like having to kind of create them. So I didn't know.
Yeah,
but,
I'd say the 5th level probably took up almost an entire barrel.
okay, just enough to replace what I've destroyed.
Yeah, so I would say maybe like 1.5 barrels so far is what you've destroyed.
So
And
we
like
need at
moving them
least-
around, they do have some weight to them. They have sunk. So there is
Yeah.
something inside of these barrels.
Could we just try to tie them together with something and then just string them back to the boat?
That could also work.
I have rope.
I
Pretty
also
sure.
have rope if we
I
would need
could tie
it.
it to the disc and it could kind of drag them along.
How many would fit on the disc itself?
It's 3 feet by 3 feet.
So a barrel.
Yeah, I was thinking like we can maybe just like stack 2 barrels on top of each other.
Yeah, if
Or
you do
like-
this like net strategy, you could take all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it does have
If
a
there's-
weight limit.
It's like it's 500 pounds.
Yeah, it's a fairly heavy weight limit, so I'll say it's fine.
If there's I was gonna say if there's
Yep.
any left, I could always grab a couple and then turn big and swim up.
hmm
And
if
then
there's any
also,
left that we don't.
like whatever they're filled with, like Willow was saying, like we'll search through them real quick, and if like it's like spoiled food, we'll just empty the barrel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Some
a
might
lot
have
of it
food.
is pretty gross.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just
There are 3 barrels that have metals in them. One that is filled with gemstones.
ooh.
That one's like only half filled. It wasn't a complete set. That's 4 barrels. And I had an idea. Gone. And then there's 2 other barrels that seem to have supplies that are usable just for around the ship. More of like tool sets. Things that would be helpful around with like repairing the ship and such.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take those and I guess just like empty out the rest.
Yeah, Kai, what you're noticing is there's a lot of fish around. They're slowly starting to turn this ship into their own little home, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
You see sharks, but they're very far away. So they don't seem like much of a concern. You can see a whale pass by at some point. You're just kind of sitting there. You move your hand and you feel a very interesting V along some of the remaining pieces of wood.
Oh.
I'll look down at it. And looks like part of a name, or it looks like...
It looks more like a cut-in insignia. The ship was called the Pillage or something. What did I say?
Pillaging Terror.
The Pillaging Terror. But
Which
this
has no
also
V.
seems to have its own little note to it itself.
Okay. I'll just keep a mental note. Do I see any other floating pieces around that can make me, like, I don't know, see if I can put this, like, stuff together?
Like, I've kind of set you where you're just, like, on top of the boat, and you just kind of move your hand a little bit, and you just feel the V. It feels like it was put in with a dagger.
Okay. I'll just be like, V. And then, like, I just waiting for something crazy to pop off.
Yeah. For the most part, nothing else happens. Nothing gets close. You guys are able to get as many barrels up as you want, using however much time you want.
God, could you would there be, do we know that there's like fish around?
Yeah, you can see fish. Like there's fish inside of the ship while you were exploring. They kind of swim away when you get close.
Kai, is there a way that you could like I say this, could you kill a lot of fish? Could you kill the fish so we could have some dinner tonight that's somewhat fresher?
Yeah, sure. And I wait until I see a big clump of them, and then I'll use my racial ability, since I'm not trying to spell a spell slot, and I'll use Burning Hands just on that group of fish.
Give me either a stealth check or an animal handling check to see how close you can get to them.
Okay. Oh, okay. Animal handling? I haven't used... Who uses this? I'm so excited.
You right now, baby.
Okay.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, my stealth's better than my... Okay, so that's what we'll do. Okay. 25. 19 plus 6.
Woo. This is for stealth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see a clump of fish that are towards the forecastle of this ship. They're just like nibbling away. So you just move along the base of the ship, just kind of like army crawling, but underwater, so it doesn't make much sense. And they don't seem to notice you, and you... This torrent of hot steam just goes all over them. And they just boop, 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 start floating.
Dinner.
We could use the net to pick them up.
Yep.
Or stuff them in barrels.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, we'll get them on the ship. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do with this sunken ship?
I want to look at the rest of them. Did you guys see any notes of anything? I found this weird V sitting here that was made by a dagger, but did you guys see any other letters around?
No. I mean, you said that like the captain's quarters and stuff were like burnt. Was there anything left in there when I went and looked?
You just get the idea that like the parts of the ship that are remaining, a good section of them have scorch marks on them. There is no sign of the captain's quarters. It seems like that got blown to Kingdom Come.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I mistook you. That the V is like the only thing that stands out.
Yeah, I don't think I saw anything.
So
So
I'd say we just
Pretty
get the
casual
supplies
encounter.
and
cool.
get the supplies.
Let's yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so you can decide how many barrels you want. You got a
Um,
nice fresh burnt dinner. Not,
This is
not
someone's.
but-
This is someone's treasure we're robbing, and that's why you asked how many are we taking. I feel that's the Brian guess.
No, because
Only-
Giltesh wants
there's-
barrels.
Yeah.
I need.
There
I
were
need
only
stuff.
6 with useful things in them.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and they don't know we took.
Well, can we
anyways.
open all of? Could we open all of them underwater?
You can open
And
a
see,
majority
and
of
we-
them, yeah.
Okay.
Like
cool.
between Enos and 10's strength, you guys can easily pop them open even with the water pressure.
Okay, cool. So if we only found the 6 useful ones, I guess we'll only take those.
Yeah, the rest of
found
them.
useful.
It seems like this had a big crew on it.
Mhm.
And then I'll take 3 more solely for me to use.
Perfect. So
So they're gonna
9
get destroyed.
barrels.
Yeah, so 9 barrels.
9 barrels and a nice
Trail
crispy
them
fish dinner.
along. Yeah,
Yes.
trail them along with like the floating disc, and then we can use like Grinjar to kind of pull them up out of the water.
Yeah, perfect. The rest of the day is yours. We have some navigating stuff we could potentially do, or we can just roll into the next day.
Yeah, I think I'll look at the maps with Kai just to make sure we're on the right path.
Okay.
But yeah,
Like, I trust Weikia, but
Wei-Ki is not a navigator.
also don't trust her
That's
because
me.
she's losing her mind.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're right. Whoa.
So, yeah, I'll do that with Kai for the meantime.
Okay.
Just make sure we're on the right path.
Give me. Oh, this is like a weird mix of stuff. Give me an investigation check first to kind of look over the maps, understand them a little bit better, and then we'll do survival checks.
I knew I should have kept Enhance ability. I had that and just got rid of that spell. Ugh. Anyway,
So you
Let's
can
see
either
what we
both
roll.
roll or you can give someone advantage.
I'll give you advantage because I have negatives.
you have negatives for survival.
And yes, no, not survival,
investigation.
investigation.
Ugh,
My
that's a shame.
investigation is +4. Okay, so you're giving me
that's
advantage.
such a shame.
Yeah, even though technically I'm good at maps, I still have a negative to it.
What's a +8?
Natural 20 without advantage.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Looking over the navigation stuff, you have all that stuff in front of you. You also have the wanted posters in front of you. There's a name that sticks out. Let me check the thing to make sure I'm not talking bullshit. I'm not. There is a name on one of those lists, Vesta.
Vesta, is that for the crispy one? The crispy boat? We said
That is
fire,
the
not
that is the one that doesn't have a ship name.
No name, no appearance.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So you notice that to begin with, because natural 20, I'll give it to you. So you have a good feeling that at some point she either ran that ship, or I guess like they ran that ship, or they sunk that ship.
Mm-hmm. Just like, oh, that's scary. Anyway.
That's a great response. Looking at the main map for the Dorian Sea, you notice something that's wrong about the map. There seems like there's a section towards the middle of the sea that is falsely covered by something. You kind of
Like,
take a knife and you kind of like scrape at it. It seems like a blot of heavy ink was covering something. You're able to scrape it away, and in the dead center of the sea, you see a large question mark.
I take the map and go over to IKEA. Is this normal? Do you know what this is? There's a question mark here.
think it's kind of like a folk tale. People have talked about the center of the Dorian Sea being more dangerous, higher chances of losing ships, lives, everything.
Wonderful. So
I'm trying to remember the folk tale. Oh, that's a good roll. Damn you, dice. They would talk about cold fog, and either they would turn around or never be seen again.
so look out for cold fog is what I'm hearing.
I think so. I think that's the story. You can see
Also-
she gets really like upset because she's starting to forget.
Okay. And then I won't overload her with saying, yeah, the ship we just took was from Viesta. Was that her name?
Vesta, Vesta.
Vesta. Vesta, not Fiesta or Vesta. No.
Yes.
Larvesta, like the Pokemon.
And I will spend the rest of I will be up on deck. Yeah, I'm scared, y'all, and I'm just looking out.
You don't see anything in the distance.
I want to use scrying, but I don't want to spend another. I don't want to spend a big spell now.
Yeah, you guys want to do anything else on this day? But like we didn't do the survival checks. That's right. So survival checks for navigation stuff.
Okay.
You can either both roll or give advantage.
What you feeling?
I got pretty good plus this one. Let's both roll for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bang.
Okay. 17.
I was gonna say I rolled a 17, but 17 plus 4, so 21.
Fair.
It's never combat. Damn it.
This text chain is blowing up right now. I love it.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Or we're plotting.
Because you're absolutely correct.
Yes!
Oh, hell yeah.
It was a thing I did say, but I think Ian had written it down interestingly, because there was 2 that landed in oceans.
Okay.
Frozen.
Because we had
Yeah.
a very long talk after the last session where Ian was messing some things up, and I just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I have them written down. They're in an old notebook about where the gems went. But
Yes, you are absolutely correct, Catherine.
It's like on the bookshelf in the back. I'll deal with it after the stream.
I never heard the recording because that was a Raskus thing where you pulled him aside. So my notes are just from what Raskus said to us at the time.
Yeah.
So
And
all I
at the
have,
time,
all I
at the
had was
time
an
it was-
ocean to the east.
yeah, at the time it was fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
the notes you have are accurate.
But you didn't give us a name. All I had is an ocean to the east. That's all I have
damn.
for that specific gem.
Okay.
Anyway, you were saying, sorry about that.
I don't remember what I was saying, to be frank. You
We
guys
rolled
rolled very
survival.
well on survival with a 21 and a 17. What do you guys want to do? You have a good idea of what the fastest route would be. There's not too many islands in the way that are marked on this map, per se, but you do have the giant question mark in the middle of the ocean. Sea. I don't care what it is.
Would the fastest way be going through that question mark?
Most likely,
Is the
yes.
real question.
To get to the best port, you'd probably have to go through that.
We gotta.
Well, at this
Well-
point, I don't know if our in character we would remember, so, or we would
We
even be
going-
aware that this
I've
is
brought-
what's
Of
going
everyone
on.
This has been
in the
brought up a
party,
couple
Elanora
times.
would be the one who would have remembered.
Mhm.
Yeah. We would have remembered.
And y'all, I can't. Never mind.
Yeah,
At this
we're
point,
going
it's just
through.
me and Kai that are aware that this is happening.
Yeah. So
Raskus does sending to us.
I am pretty
We're
sure this is
going.
the second time that people have talked about a ghost tale in this sea.
Yeah, because we brought it up. I think it was a couple sessions ago where we were talking about the gems, and we're like, "Oh, we're gonna be hitting Karagord," and then someone brought up the ghost story at
Okay.
that same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Because Elanora was the one who remembered the children's book about the gems.
exactly.
Or like about
Mhm.
the yeah. So,
So
we probably would have talked about it and been like, oh yeah, like
So onward.
I'll just give Kai a look and be like, if it's the fastest way.
If it's the fastest way.
You have a very strong crew.
We kind of are in a hurry.
Then we have our answer then.
All right.
You give
And I
Rakia
started-
the information.
Yup.
Full
and
speed
I
ahead.
And I-
Okay, sounds good. Maybe it's just a treasure trove. That'd be pretty cool, right?
That'd be nice.
It will be very nice.
Man, you can pay for a whole new ship so I can stop having to be in this military. Maybe. Huh.
There's not much of the military left.
Okay, that is fair.
This is
He's
the
like, "You don't have
military
to-"
right now.
She's like, you don't have to be a dick about it, but okay.
Yeah.
You don't.
A lot of the military was sent on vacation after the stuff in the Underdark. So,
Yeah.
unfortunate
we
timing.
brutally murdered their general.
Okay, first of all, he was asking for it.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was a polite old man.
What about all the
Oh.
murder? What murder?
Planning
Murder is
genocide.
allowable in this world. You guys have done a lot of it.
There are no war crimes, as we have learned.
Yes. Anything else on this day before we move to the next one?
War crimes are social constructs.
That's Kai's
They're actually
preparing.
social conventions, aka the Geneva Conventions.
Yeah, but that's man-made.
Well, like
we can get
Geneva
rid of it whenever we feel like it.
suggestions. Anyway,
What's
Anyway.
happening? I'm
I think
losing
yeah.
focus. We got so excited about lore that we lost
Yes.
focus.
I'm done for the day. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm done for the day as well.
I would have added the new inventory to the list.
Okay.
Keeping track of that. Of, like,
Yeah,
the
Targum
parts
kind
and
of goes
stuff
through the tools. He starts de-rusting a lot of the ones that are usable. One of them was weapons for the most part, smaller weapons that can be more usable. The gem barrel has about, I don't know, 8,000 gold worth of gems.
Oh God.
A lot of them are like immaculate, even for being underwater as long as they were. Got some perfect gems, very
What's
carefully
in
taken.
the barrels with the metal in them?
Forms of iron, steel. There's a lead box at the bottom of one of the barrels.
like closable lead box or just like a cube?
A locked box.
Can I try to open it?
No.
It has a keyhole.
Yeah. Okay.
No, wait.
I'm casting resistance on Wyllow.
Okay.
Can I use you typically do a sleight of hand check to try to like open a lock or
If
open
you have thieves tools.
Could I theoretically Well, I guess if I pulled a stick or like a twig out of either my hair or Mikiel's, would it theoretically hurt?
Hurt your head or the box?
Well, actually, I have a dagger. Can I use my dagger to try to lockpick it?
You can. It's a much higher DC.
Can we?
I'm stepping back.
Can
and
I
I got
drop
a
some?
diamond on standby.
Do I know as Giltesh if lead boxes are used as a way sometimes to hold magical items?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check with advantage. Actually, no,
Like-
you don't need to. You were a student at a magic school. That's pretty high magic 101.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Willow. It's like, if you want to do this, that's okay, but know that something inside of it could be magical and it could be in there for a reason.
I would still like to see what's inside of it.
I do too,
You want-
but let's just be cautious.
Do you want me to hold
I
your
would-
baby in case that explodes?
What was it? What?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll slip Mikiel out and just hand him to Enos, who literally makes him look even smaller.
I'm just like
Hello,
one.
child.
Yeah, like
handed.
in a hand. Just one hand.
Yeah.
The whole baby.
Okay.
Alright.
Simba.
Alright.
I just take out one of the diamonds and I'm just looking at Willow and be like, okay, you know. She's like, what are you doing with the diamond? Just like, just you got it, bestie.
So
Oh, you
it
girl.
will be a sleight of hand check. The difficulty class is 18.
Ooh.
Would Giltesh theoretically be able to help me with that?
How would Giltesh help?
With lockpicking?
Yeah, I don't know. Would anyone be able to help me with lockpicking?
I know one
Uh,
person on this boat that would be able to.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, but you
I'm
don't
not
know.
proficient. But
He's
could
out there
I go
cooking.
get George?
Sure. Where the fuck did I put George?
George!
I still have his stat block.
Yeah, it'd be really helpful if you
Statue.
told me what his ability for that is.
Like I don't know, but I can.
Probably a lot. I think I what's the word for it? I think I got
Expertise.
expertise on it. So it's
He
probably
has a sleight
lot.
of hand of 13, so I would assume he would
God.
probably also have a 13.
So
in
it's
the other
13.
thing.
Yep.
Aha, here's the joke.
Yeah.
It's in my hands now.
Yes, it is.
Fuck. 25.
Jesus.
But it was
Not
actually a much
low.
lower
One.
DC too, because he wasn't.
Wait, I thought
'Cause-
he was helping Willow.
Because he actually has thieves' tools.
Yeah, he actually has thieves tools, so he could just pop them himself.
Oh,
Open it.
okay.
He'd
That's
probably
up to
definitely
you.
just be
That's
like,
up to you.
okay.
I was
don't
just
worry.
grabbing him to help out, like help.
Wait, so
Willow
you need
bring
me to
it
open
up.
this?
Yes, please.
This is rather elementary, I'd like to think. It opens and you get this really, like, putrid smell from the box. It almost seems
Thanks a
like
lot.
starts steaming, like billowing out of it.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Can I look at what's inside of it?
Yeah, it is a necklace.
What does it look like?
It has like this platinum chain and platinum surrounding a red gem.
Mm.
Please be careful. Do you want Giltesh or me to identify it before you do anything with it?
Time to look up this item.
We have to.
Could I... Well, obviously it's magical. Could I do, Are you gonna ritual cast identify? Or
Either
can
of
you
us
do it
probably will.
instantaneously? Is
I
it
can
a...
do
Do you have to
I
take
can-
10 minutes to cast it, or can you do it?
I can. It takes a minute regardless, but I can use
Yeah.
a spell slot and cast it.
Okay,
both
can you
could.
do it? Because for me to do detect magic, it takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll use a spell slot to cast identify.
Okay. It is a periapt of wound closure.
Ooh.
Which, what that does is when you wear it, you stabilize when you are dying at the start of your turn. And when you roll hit dice to regain health, you double the number of hit points restored.
Oh my god.
Is that the only thing that I identify on this?
Correct.
Okay.
I
I was just like, no, yeah, no, like, but also, you constantly get absorbed from the inside out.
But
So-
you get really bad diarrhea.
Oh,
Right,
oh
yeah.
shit. Giltish already has that. This die on the sea is not good for him.
The diet of geodes recently.
If
so
I
if you get
were to cast detect magic on it, would I get any different results than someone casting identify?
Detect magic would just tell you what school of magic it is and that it is magical.
Okay. Then everybody will
Well,
do that.
it would appear that this is a very good item for healing, and that if one of us were to go down, we would stabilize to get help, and then
It is also an attunement item.
you would have to attune to it. And whenever we take time to rest up, adventuring, we recover a little bit faster. To explain hit dice.
Yes. To explain
Yeah.
hit points and hit dice.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I kept this? I don't have any healing abilities.
I'm fine with that. I have I have no interest.
It's cool, but you can have it. You have the baby and everything.
I almost never go down, so it's all you. It's all yours.
Must be nice.
Who,
George.
who's that? Oh,
Yeah, George, who died.
You
Yeah.
still owe me, George. You still owe me.
Man, I gotta go. I can hear Rija calling me to get dinner ready.
He just stealths out.
Yeah. He's in the next campaign.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not true. He rolled a 5.
Okay.
Oh,
I think
just
he has
say.
a-
I still see you.
No one else does, but
Fuck,
you do.
where'd he go?
Yeah. The rest of the day is fairly uneventful, unless you want to make it eventful.
No.
Perfect.
That's the end of. Never mind. We'll
No.
keep going. It's all good. I'll
Yeah.
do this some other time.
Please.
Fast forwarding through watches, nothing happens. You all wake up. Giltesh. You hear remember, and then you wake up.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Alright. Write that down. Same voice.
Yep, same voice. Remember. As soon as you wake up. I need Brian to roll me a d20.
Oh my god.
Look at her.
What are
bot.
weirds?
Weird water.
4. Let's see what's down here. Oh, fuck.
Combat. Come on. Come on.
Dragon turtle? Is it a dragon turtle?
No, I made it so Dragon Turtle and Kraken are very hard to get.
It's a turtle duck.
But it's possible.
It's a
Is
Dragon
what you're
Duck.
saying.
It's a turducken.
Oh, it's just like floating in the water.
Bless
Like
you.
I don't want to eat that. That looks good.
So
Which is
it's a
so
rather
good, though.
normal day out when you guys awaken. Clouds are finally starting to come in, so a lot less sunburning is happening, which is really nice for those that get sunburned. What do you guys want to do today?
Mm.
I want to use prestidigitation to see how the weather's gonna change, if it's gonna change. Not
Isn't that-
prestidigitation. I
yeah.
mean, druidcraft.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Ian, roll me a d20, please.
Sure.
Oh, no.
8.
You summon a flower, the petals bloom. You see dark blue, light blue, yellow, other yellow. They all wilt away, and the next ones that come out are all white, seeming like it's going to be a rather casual day.
Okay, that's nice. Oh, I'm scared. What are you writing?
I was like, I don't
I'm
like
writing
when
down
not-
what the next day is. That it's an 8.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I will forget.
Well,
Yep. Continue. Just don't worry about me.
so today's nice out. How are everyone doing? Did everyone sleep well?
I
I mean, I don't really sleep. I just
You don't-
trance.
Oh.
So what do you do when you trance? Do you just sit there?
No, I typically lay down. But it's like I don't know. You're not asleep. You kind of hear everything around you. But you're kind of semi-conscious, but it's still resting, I guess.
Sounds cool. I mean, I don't do that. I kind of just cocoon. Well, actually, I haven't cocooned lately. I think that's a step up for me. Quite honestly. But yeah. Any weird stuff happening for anyone?
I had another incident. That same girl voice told me to remember this morning. So that's fun. I'm sharing this as a sign of trust and open door policy for this group. since we were having some issues with that previously. We're trying to take baby steps into being as open as possible. So,
Are you talking about that girl Elanora that Enos mentioned?
I don't think I said her name.
Oh, are you talking about the girl that you guys?
That Enos was
You never
obsessing
asked.
over.
You never asked.
As far as I can tell, I haven't been with this group as long as Enos and Elanora and Kai. But there was a level of distrust with information between everybody, where everybody was keeping to themselves and keeping secrets, and for us to be a team, that's not how it works. So
Don't say everybody. You know who it is.
I think that there was some information from others as well that was not being told completely honesty. There's no point in singling out somebody when there's been multiple people.
No, for sure. I just like it being like succinct, But like it's in the past, obviously. But like, let's call it.
Can I roll an insight check to see if Kai's really over it?
Sure.
Speaking of which, I had a weird dream that I was a fish and I got eaten by a whale. I don't know, how open are we
That's
supposed
nat
to be?
Oh,
This is solid as a rock.
Some would even say he's stone-faced.
Yeah.
so I'm just, I think it's best to lead by example, and do what you preach. So if we want an open honesty, then we have to be honest with each other.
No, for sure. I 100% agree with
So that don't all talk at once.
you. No, for sure.
Alexandria swings the door open. Okay. So I thought one castaway was going to be weird, right? There's
I'm
something
not
in front of
there.
the ship.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
I said always when we're eating.
What the fuck? All right, let's go. check.
Enos likes his food.
I check up. I go up there. Are they moving, or is there just someone laying there?
So, as you guys start climbing the stairs, the water gets a lot more rocky.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look out, probably a couple 100 feet away, you see someone walking on the water.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
I go over to Sartine, and because I'm hoping she's near one of the guns.
I am always ready to shoot something.
Okay.
This is my favorite toy.
Man the gun. Be ready if this dude's weird. And I cast flame arrow on the gun.
Oh shit.
So if she has to shoot, she's gonna blow whoever this person is up to Kingdom Come.
Oh fuck.
And
I've never been so excited to be awake right now. Am I dreaming? Pinch me.
I just kind of just like pinch a little bit.
Oh fuck yeah.
And I just run out to wherever this man's walking. Please state your business or you will be shot
He's
down.
quite a far
Please.
distance away.
I'll be just yelling.
Okay. Doesn't seem to acknowledge.
What should we do? I'm uncomfortable.
People with spy glasses can get a better look.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll look through the spyglass.
Okay.
Probably the opposite way at first, and then flip it around when I remember.
Yep, so give me perception at advantage.
The stories are true.
Oh, man.
I'll just do this.
Alexandria rolled so poorly, but she has such a high plus to this.
I've heard of this man before.
You said it was a perception,
Yeah, perception with advantage.
so that's gonna be a 21.
Oh, great. Where is Alexandria on my large list of things? Here it is. She's a +6 to perception, so she got a 16.
So much space.
So, Willow, looking through the spyglass, this man is wearing a very nicely tailored suit. Hair slicked back, just walking. not seeming
Safe.
to care in the world.
Say psych right now. I hope it's not who I think it is.
Just looks like a guy.
Yeah, just looks like a dude.
He's wearing. He's literally just a dude.
Hit him with your car. Hit him with the boat.
Run him over.
So, what are we doing, guys? We
Can
still
I-
have
what is-
plenty of room.
What does
I
this
wanna-
guy look like?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Willow, can you please pass me the spyglass? I'm worried about something. Please.
I'll hand it to Kai.
I wanna eyeball this man.
Yeah, give me a perception
because I-
check.
Wanna
With
put
advantage?
these.
Yeah, with
Wanna
advantage.
put these
with advantage.
lava pools on him. That is a 16 plus 8, so that is a 22.
That was with advantage.
Or
Yeah, that's with advantage.
You've seen this man, I believe, only one other time. It was when the sky
Okay.
turned dark and you saw the entire family in front of you.
no.
No!
And that is where we shall end today's session.
What?
You had to
How
roll a
What?
dare
damn
you.
4. You
How
had to
dare
roll
you.
a 4.
I would have preferred a turtle dragon, a dragon turtle.
So
The
thank you
Kraken.
guys for playing this very intense episode of Stuff Happening. Thank you all for watching, and I think we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye!
The rest of the night goes pretty uneventful. You wake up the next morning. Gil tests you here. Gil, as you start to wake up. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Ian's face.